Previously on the Reckoning series. Despite losing Todd Martinez as their coach in the start of the 2013 season, Infamous begins their season by making it to the semifinals, the first event. They have a devastating loss against Dynasty. This sent their year into a downward spiral. They played in the regulation match at each of the following events, but always dodged getting sent down to the Challengers division. They are coming into 2014 looking to prove they are still a top caliber team.
Let's go, man! This is not over!
Step the fuck up or go the fuck home.
They came up to us, we lend out our hand. They spit in your face, this is your promised land. Hey, where did survival go? We saw them pack up their bags and watch their heart and body go. We're all dead men here after all. We're all dead men, we're all dead. We're all dead men here after all. Got time to kill, got time to spare. We're all dead men here after all. We're all dead men here after all. Always here to lend a dying hand.
Give me an ice cream.
I'll get you a nice little banana popsicle.
Hey, will you bring us Choco Tacos, assistant coach Wade?
Oh, that'd be so good.
Not even assistant
No,
coach.
he's
Secretary?
you have coach, assistant coach, and then you have
spots and eat a Choco Taco.
cheerleader. Cheerleader.
What is Wade's actual title? Because
Before the end of the 2013 season, we brought on Zach Wake. First practice, tears his hamstring, so he's out for World Cup.
He hurt himself and couldn't play World Cup. So he got stuck on the sideline coaching us. But, we also got his dad, Dan, to come out. And he's just another great guy to have around. He's great at the organizational side of things, as well as scouting. And just, he's an all-around great guy to be around.
So if we think he's going up. Because pocket, we don't waste a gun on, I don't think.
Okay, so that's my point. Is it like he looked like he was going to be
This is exactly what
I think all the coaches mesh really well, and they know all the players really well. And they each do have their own roles in the team. Posey's kind of there as more of a statistician, and just kind of keeps track of who's playing what points and what points are going well with what plays we're running. Dan Wake is really good in the scouting side of things and seeing what teams are doing and how we can break them down. And then Travis is just, he's Travis. He's the mind, and he knows all of us in and out because he's played with us. So it's easy for him to see what's going on the field with all of us because he's been there himself with us. The three together come together and it works. Bringing Wake back is good. He's just kind of a missile kind of player where he just wants to go and attack and go down the field. Jason, we call him Cuckoo Bird because he's crazy in a good way. He just is out there wanting to kill people, and that's what you need. And then Corey's a little bit more relaxed and chill, and he plays more of a hold it down kind of role, and he does that really well. They've both been meshing really well with the team.
It's
kind of like one of those things where just wakes all the senses and gets you a little more amped up before the match. That's nice.
Right now, new season starts with this first point. Let's set the tone for the whole year right now, all right? Let's go. Infamous, baby. 1, 2, 3, Infamous!
Isn't anything really new for us. We like to dig ourselves a hole up front. That was one thing that we put a big emphasis on in the off season, was to try to fix that and come out hot and hungry. It's not that we're not hot and hungry, but for some reason, I don't know what it is, we just like to dig ourselves a hole in the beginning of the game.
Here comes Danny Park.
Off to the races over here on the snake side, taking out Zach Wake and finishing
It's
out.
like, wow, how the hell did we just let that happen? There's no way that that kid should be able to just run down the side like that. Fuck this, let's go, let's stomp these fools and turn it on.
What do you want? Hey, as a unit, we're a team now, motherfuckers.
What do you got?
I think they're gonna go snake on the break. It's the only thing that's worked.
Okay.
That's a penalty.
Minor penalty on Edmonton Impact. So here comes Damian Ryan running down, taking out Danny Park.
Drew Templeton gets shot off that Dorito side. It is a 2-on-2 right now, Ryan Martin and Justin Rabikoff, but Ryan Martin gets shot.
So Justin Rabikoff going to have a hard time back here.
Just wanted to make sure we really worked on, communication and control as a team You know, and that's really breaks down to 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, 4-on-2s, you know, situations like that. So, you know, that 2-on-1, we just wanted to make sure that we chose our battles wisely, didn't do any unnecessary gunfights, communicated, and just like, you know, just textbook paintball.
Hey, nail in the fucking shut the fucking door! Come on, let's go, boys, shut the door! Good fucking shit. Hey, finish this, don't penalties, play smart!
We wanted to make a point that we're good, you know. No one wants to feel like they're on a shitty team, but the year before, in 2013, we looked like a shitty team. So we really wanted to prove a point starting out 2014, right, that we were a good team and we have potential to win, and that we want to show everybody that by winning and not just talking about it.
Yeah, Dick.
Nicky's hilarious. When he gets excited, he starts night-nighting everybody. And it's just in Nicky's nature to just talk crap. It's his New York heritage, if you will. But it's hilarious. He starts T-Rexing and night-nighting people. Love every minute of it. Keep it up, Nicky.
Hey, that is fucking teamwork, boys. Fucking way to start it off. There we go, baby.
Way to be a good Hey, good fucking teamwork. Fucking win here, baby. It's in here, motherfuckers. Let's go. Yeah, T-Rex. Yeah, baby, all day. Hey, Infamous, that match doesn't mean shit. Let's go, Infamous. There we go, baby. Start to finish, motherfuckers. Way to go, coaches. Way to go, coaches.
That was good shit, boys. Way to fucking close us off. Good shit.
We proved that we go down and we work as a team, from coaches to players. We are the shit, motherfuckers. Believe. All right? Win this shit. Over. On to the next one, boys. On to the next one.
We just got done beating Impact, and that's a great team. They've always had great players, and so beating a good team like that and heading into another tough match against Damage, we know that we can't give up any points. There's no freebies, especially with the way that the Champions and Challengers works. There's no freebies.
God damn it! Hold on. God, hey. Welcome, Horn.
I don't know. I just wanted to get out there and shoot people. I was pissed off and went out there before the horn blew and got a minor. Not one of my brighter moments.
Use your fucking heads, guys. We're in here.
All right, we got 4.
Hey, we got to fight.
Damage is definitely a crafty team, and they have a lot of experienced players, so they're really good at finding the sneaky bounce shots, the sniper shots. And then, you know, if you play teams that don't do it, you kind of get comfortable playing your position, and all of a sudden a team that is experienced and has good shots starts shooting all these random bounce shots that's killing you. It's a whole new game. You got to adapt to it.
Yo, this ain't nothing. Let's go. We came back from 3 points last game. Let's go. God damn it, motherfuckers. Let's go. Right now, turn this shit around. Go down.
We know what that message means when you go rip someone's head off. We took it as, hey, we got to get going. We want to get this W, and we want to show Corey that he is a part of our team, and we're not going to let that happen.
Fucking comeback, boys. Let's go. Way to fucking beat, baby.
This tournament, everyone understood the role and understood what they needed to do to make us win. So everyone knew each other's roles, and everyone just supported each other doing each other's roles.
What's going on? You need one?
I think that's why I called him out.
Wake!
What?
You're up.
What? Give me a pod.
Wake and me have a good relationship like that where whoever's hot is gonna play. And I was getting tired running there every single point off the break, so throw my alley-oop to my boy.
Ooh, good shot by Zach Wake. Zach Wake getting it done for Infamous right now.
He also shot Chad Bouchier as well.
And here comes Zach Wake. Big move by Zach Wake, and it looks like that's going to be a major penalty on Keith Brown.
Listen, baby. Turn it. Let's go. That's called an alley-oop from ZP. That's good shit. That's how we win. Let's go, Infamous!
Drew Templeton getting shot out of his bunker. Let's see if Los Angeles Infamous with Brad McCurley, Kevin Cali Rudolph, and Damian Ryan can hold off 4 players for Tampa Bay Damage.
You had me, Damian, and Brad 3 guys who had been playing together in the offseason. We were able to all 3 hold it down and basically hold on for that last little bit of the game and solidify the win for us. And I think that was just a sign of, you know, hey, we're working together as a team. And if we keep up this mentality and we stay on the right path, we will win the event.
Hey, good fucking team win again. Hey, Kelly, let's go. I told you, we make that corner, we win that point.
Team win, baby, team win.
One fucking guy doesn't do it all, right?
ZP, hey, I want fresh like Jordan Sink. CW, get in there. And then let me dunk on, where are you at, CW? Then you dunk on somebody's fresh leg. He wanted fresh legs. See what you do?
No, that was one of the smartest things we've ever done.
That's not in the stats, but we know about that.
That's mature shit that this team didn't have last year. All 10 of us are a fucking team. We win 10 grand. I don't get 4, 3, 2. We all get $1,000 fucking dollars. We're all the same, all right?
Family, baby.
Wake gets nothing in the
the money. Let's go, motherfucker.
Hey, serious shit though right now. Tomorrow's the same.
Those teams were the 2 harder ones we had, right? Means nothing. Tomorrow's just as fucking hard, if not harder. It's Saturday. They every one of them sat there and rushed us. Sack the fuck up and let's go. 2 more wins puts us on to Sunday with a bye. 4 more. 2 more wins puts us on to bye. Let's fucking go. Fuck that. 4 more wins. We got 10 grand in our fucking. Hey, there it is. There it is. Hulk smash! Hulk smash! Hulk smash!
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Family! Way to play, go, baby.
Our first game of Saturday was against Texas Storm, and we knew we had experience on those guys, so we just didn't want to give them anything.
Oh, it looks like Drew and Tolliver trade out on the Dorito side, and here comes Mark Johnson going to catch Zach Patient sleeping, so now it's going to be a one-on-one.
The coaches the night before had really emphasized on us going down points as usual, so we really didn't want to do that against these guys. The first point came down to a really long one-on-one with myself. I was in the 50 to Snake and he was in the 50 Dorito, so I was kind of bouncing back and forth in the Snake, and I was like, you know what, fuck this, like I'm just gonna go at this kid. I just had confidence over him, and I think we got from like Dorito to Dorito, so we were right in front of each other and kind of did the fadeaway one way and then came out and just punked him real quick and double tapped him in the Googles, and I think that really set the tone for the match because that kind of fired everybody up.
Yeah, baby!
Be quiet in here. Be quiet in here.
Yeah, baby!
There you go, Brad.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good, man.
There you go, McCurley. Snake side all die.
That's all me?
Yeah.
Whoa, baby, let me do that. You shot somebody this tournament. Yeah. Finally, one! I'm not feeling air!
I think we were up points and we thought they were just gonna roll over and die, and they didn't roll over and die. So when they made it a point that hey, if you let us shoot you because you're just not trying anymore, then yeah, we'll make you pay. So we had to turn it back up at the end there because they didn't roll over and die.
Hey, right now. There we go, boys. There we go.
That one-on-one got us stuck.
Yeah, there you go, B-Rads. There you go, B-Rads.
Going 3-0, finally getting over that hump, just making sure that we have our spot guaranteed for Sunday instead of sitting around waiting for point spread and waiting on other teams and having our fate in their hands. It's a little bit of a weight off your shoulders.
Brad McCurley came out with his feet.
Hulk smash. That's a family win right there.
Guys, another team win, boys.
Hey, you know what though? You know what it means? Nothing. Not a fucking thing.
3 bodies coming off for LA Infamous, and here comes Billy Bernacci running down Zach Patient in the Snake, and it looks like we got a major penalty on Zach Patient.
The team gets a decent amount of penalties, so I feel like we like to add the pressure to ourselves, and we come up clutch when it's 5-on-4s and big points to shoot a guy off the break and then run the rest of the clock, and then you control the tempo of the penalty. They're going to concede, give you the point because they want to try to come out the next point while you still have a major. So I feel like it's one of the strengths of our team is penalty killing because we do it a lot.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Hey, go, baby! Fucking
The aggressive nature of the field layout really worked to our advantage with our team. If we can get out wide, most likely we're going to beat you. And we were able to make it out wide on that field and take full advantage of that and play it super aggressive and get down that Snake side really fast. And that was working for both of our lines and multiple people for both of our lines. So everything just seemed to be clicking.
Hey, let's go! Let's go! Hey, don't take goddamn work! Don't talk! Let's go! Off the field! Get off the field! There we go! There you go, Infamous!
Communicate. Just stay echo so we know. It's all it takes. One echo. I didn't say a word. I didn't need echo. Well, how the fuck did that dude run me down?
I was on the out, like you told me.
Okay, so he just came through the middle.
Yeah. You need to not be content until you get the win. You know, you can't sit back and leave that door open for the team to come flying through, because next thing you know, Colt Roberts is going to come flying through the middle and bunker you in your head. They were doing a good job of exposing us and taking advantage of our mental mistakes and our lack of communication, and guys getting content with having a little bit of a lead.
Come on! Hey, they just got a yellow. They just got a penalty.
Hey, Billy Bernacci's in the box right now. X Factor is starting with 4 players. He must have got a minor penalty off the field or something along those lines, but my X Factor still coming hard at the middle with them. Look at Colt Roberts feasting.
Colt Roberts is just on fire. No one's stopping Colt Roberts. Colt Roberts unabated. 1 player left alive. Colt Roberts is trying to find him. He obliterates his back, and Colt Roberts pumps his hand in the air, triumphant.
Pretty much one guy looked away, you could run through like a zigzag pattern and shoot 3, 4, 5 guys, and Colt did that a lot. And I think it was probably a good thing we lost to X Factor. Kind of gave us a little wake-up call going into Sunday morning, that we're not invincible, that we can be beat, and sometimes it's good to lose a match in the tournament. It lets you know you're still human.
We are not utilizing the center of the field enough. Colt dominated us through the middle of the field. Oliver's using it really well. Those are really the only 2 dudes, but those are 2 guys that are playing tomorrow, right? We need to use that more. That'll round us off perfectly. A lot of times Colt would shoot from this back center like this, and he'd just be like shooting, and it would be whoever would come up on the inside and then jump over, and then Colt would kind of fade into the command center and then up in here or in here, depending on where the G's were.
It's always nice to go 4-0 in the prelims, but you know, it's good to get beat in the sense that you know that there are holes in your game plan, and you do need to make adjustments before you can go out there and win the event the next day. And we're going to be playing Dynasty. We knew Oliver was going up the center, and we kind of set up to stop that.
First time we played on Sunday in a year. Let's fucking show it.
These fucks started our bad season last year. We gave him a goddamn game.
Yep, exact same situation.
Take it back.
They're taking our picklebacks. You want our picklebacks?
Yeah.
We want them back.
No picklebacks.
Mr. White did say that when we win this tournament, he's buying the biggest bottle of Patron we can find.
Yeah, he actually said he's going to buy Posados, and then we could just run that bitch tomorrow.
Nice. No, what I actually said was the biggest bottle of Patron you wanted and the biggest bottle of Jack or whatever the second.
Fuck yeah! We'll buy out Twin Peaks and bikinis. Hop, smash! Hop, smash! Hop, smash! Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family! Wait, so a little hot tub sesh?
That was definitely deja vu. I think we all loved that opportunity though, because we felt like we got screwed out of losing to them in 2013, so we were just pissed off to play them again. That was nice.
Let's go, squad! Hey, right now.
Hey, it's fucking Sunday. This is what we play for. Come on.
1 point at a time, all right? Let's go. Play as a team, baby. Play as a family. On 3, infamous. 1, 2, 3. Infamous. Let's go.
Boys, hey, shoot your guns for a fucking point. Get your fucking flow going. Play some paintball. Play some paintball. Have some fun with it.
So is it going to be Infamous or Dynasty? Meeting Omaha Vicious in the finals this afternoon, we'll find out. Kyle Spica getting right into the 50-yard line. Snake, 2 kills coming off right away for Los Angeles Infamous. And here comes Yosh Rao, and he's going to take out those last 2 players. Nice run through. Perfect work for San Diego Dynasty. They did not lose a body here at this first point, Chris. So Zach Wake gets bunkered out by Alex Frazier, and then Bobby Aviles, though, on that trade out, he goes right past the area of attack that Alex Frazier just went through, and he goes right to the 50.
What a shot across the field by Bobby Aviles on the inside, Matty.
I got a good shot on Blake across the field, and then Glenn just put a good shot on me, leaving Glenn in a 2-1-1 against Nicky and Corey.
Right there, Corey Barnstein coming up from the Doritos, taking as much ground as possible, getting as close as possible. Glenn Takamoto, and look at this move right here. Glenn Takamoto taking him down.
Glenn Takamoto, and I think Corey might have spun on him.
I think Nicky might have actually got him.
Maybe Nicky. No, Glenn is losing it over there. But I don't know if he got shot. It's tough to tell from here. I couldn't see it on the angle.
If I didn't look across.
good. You're good. Good work. Good job, baby. Hey, let's go, motherfucker. Ah! Let's go. Come on. There you go. Nicky Cuba. Yeah, baby. Ready, big Nick? Way to get in that fucking 2-on-1, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Looks like Brad McCurley gets shot off the break. Oh, but Yosh takes one too.
And here comes LA Infamous. Look down the move down the far side of the field. You can see it top side of your screen. Nice move by Infamous going down to their side of the field. They are now, oh, he got shot. And here comes Brandon Short across the field.
I thought that's a great opportunity. This whole side's wide open. Next thing you know, I see Brandon Short hauling ass across the field.
Across the field, filling the gap. Look at the move by Brandon Short, Matty.
It's too late. I missed him. Fucked up that whole game plan.
It's getting crazy, and here comes Kyle Spica, and he's going to get checked out, so it looks like
Brandon Short's going to be the lone survivor.
Nice job by Brandon Short. Score is going to be 2-1.
Sometimes you want to, you know, when you're having a little bit of trouble, you need to throw a little off-speed pitch. You just send a T-Rex up to the X. It'll work. They won't see it coming.
Infamous sends Nicky Cuba all the way up to the center 50.
That's Nicky Cuba, the monster. Blake Yarbird taking a dive, getting shot up on the far side of the field.
When he gets up there, I will give him this. He does do his job when he gets up there. He locks off the side, makes sure nobody's going anywhere. He sometimes doesn't even look where he's shooting, he just shoots. He just likes to dump a lot of paint all over the ground. He made Oliver his bitch and then let Glenn run out into his gun, which was pretty funny. Bobby also filled up to the X. They had a little party up there in a little Xville, but Nicky does a good job when he gets up there.
Longest points that we've seen yet. I mean, there's only 6 minutes left to go. We've only seen 4 points scored. But again, you're looking at two powerhouse teams. Oh, Damien's screaming. He feels like he got a shot on somebody, but I didn't see anybody flinch. So
I swear I shot like a pod and a half at Spigot's barrel and just kept like every time I would get zoned in, he would do like a little flick or like just barely switch it up to where I couldn't clip him. You know, once I finally pulled the shot on his barrel, I was just thankful the ref actually saw it.
You know,
he's begging for a barrel shot. Oh, wow. Did he get the shot? No, he did.
Oh, look at that
shot. So Damien
shot.
Ryan was begging for a barrel shot.
It was a 3-on-3. I had just got word from Damien that he got a barrel shot on Spica, which was good news. I wrapped the inside of the field and I saw Yosh trying to creep up the middle and I was able to get a shot on him.
We pretty much had the point wrapped up. I think it was a 3-on-1 against Shorty. He was right in front of me in the snake and I went around the 50 to go get him. And he put a good shot on me, and I instantly put my gun down and did not shoot him at all. Damien had smoked Shorty in the loader, and they had said that I shot him, which is why they gave me the major, and then went and pulled Damien.
Yes, they got me! Oh, we did! Oh my god! That guy's hit on the floor!
No, they're gonna say that was from Brad.
Red flag goes flying in the air, and I hear Damien yelling that he shot him, he shot him. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep my gun up, but head over this way and try to maybe catch Brandon off guard. Maybe he didn't know I slipped around that far up the field. Looking back on that, I probably would have played the one-on-one a lot different and not be so aggressive. I literally just head checked right into a ball. It's like the worst timing ever. You're just like, damn it, I can't believe that happened.
This point's very important, Matty.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, because
oh, shot by Brandon Short in the goggles.
Woo, so Brandon Short.
Four, baby. Hey, let's fucking dig, bro. We got fucking dig. Get your head up, Brad. Bullshit! Get in here, get cleaned up. Hey, let's go! Let's go. We know what they're gonna do. Come on. All right. Just like calling there, hey, they're checking him for that hang.
Short got shot by Damien when Damien was still alive. And then Short played the whole point with a humongous loader hit. Like, that is a major penalty. I'm not really sure what their argument was, because I've been shot by people that are about to be pulled by a penalty. They're still alive though. You have to treat them as a live player until they're literally out of the game. Just because the ref's going to run to pull them doesn't mean that anything he does from that point on is irrelevant. So we deserve to win that frickin' point. We didn't get any gifts. We're up bodies. They get a lucky penalty on Brad when they just traded down the snake. Then he gets shot, cheats, hangs it with the hit still on his loader. So we deserve to get that point, but calling it a no point was the second best thing.
You got away with one, man. I had 2 guys left. You fucking got away with one. So what the fuck happened? They just say they blew the call.
So it's 4-on-4? They should start with a penalty.
Yeah, they're both starting penalties. We have a 1:45, they have a 2-minute.
It was a roller coaster of emotions at that point because, I mean, you're like, oh, yeah, we got this point. Wait, no, we don't. Oh wait, nobody got the point. Okay, well, let's just reset, get back on the field, and play paintball. I mean, that's all you can do. It's the nature of the game.
Brad McCurley making the move, trying to get in the snake. Look for him to jump over.
Yeah.
Does he make it?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, so Brad McCurley's in the snake. He's just going to call right to the 50, and then here comes Drew Templeton. Drew Templeton running up the field. He sees a lane, but it looks like he gets chewed up, but is able to get a shot on Yosh Rao. So bodies dropping for both teams. Two players left alive for Dynasty. It's Blake Yarber and Ryan Greenspan. But Greenspan gets shot. So it's not looking good for Dynasty here on this point.
Yeah! That's what you do, Brad! Where the fuck is he, Brad McCurley? Oh, goddamn day!
Just 2 players left alive for Infamous. Can they hold off the attack? Dynasty has 3 players left alive. It's going to be up to Damian Ryan and Zach Wake.
They definitely had a body advantage at that point, so a trade out when you're up a body is always beneficial. We were pinched, you know, and when I made that move, I got one clip off my shoulder, so had I bunkered him and stayed alive, it would have been a game-changing move.
So it's 1-on-2 right now with just 52 seconds to go. So can Brandon Short and Glenn Takamoto close the gap here and take out Zach Wake?
They've got to get up and they shot Zach Wake.
They have to hang it, so I'm just going to sit and let them get checked.
Are we playing for overtime? We're playing for a fucking win. Is what we're playing.
We talked about how in 2013 we're kind of like, all right, 5 guys, get in there almost, and just break out, don't die. So that happened. We all died, and they won the match.
Oh boy, CP, go for me.
I think you've got to go here because they're going to be here. Okay? It's 15 seconds.
Let Oliver come through the fucking middle.
Snake corner, dig, just
Yeah,
run.
goddamn penalties, motherfuckers.
Expect them to try to do something really fast like last year, remember?
See, I just don't think it's going to happen.
No, I think they're just going to get out there. Nicky gets Shiva's shot. Losing 2 in the break. 8 seconds left. This is possible.
Point starts, and I just see our guys just dropping it like flies. I'm just like watching it like, oh my God, this is happening all over again. And there's Oliver just...
And Oliver is going to try to run that flag, and he might have enough time.
I'm thinking to myself, holy crap, it's not gonna happen again. It's crazy. If this happens again, I can't even put it into words.
Oh my God, Oliver Lang!
I look down at the clock and I see zeros before he's like Captain Jordan and running the flag in, going face first into it, and of course he's gonna think he's got it, and he's like, yeah.
Not a chance. He was way short. Absolutely no fucking way. There's no way. No. Get off the field.
No way. There's absolutely no way he hung the flag in time.
Off the field. 10 feet off that base. Fuck you. I'll get out of here with that bullshit. No fucking way.
He thinks that he hung the flag, so of course he's gonna talk crap. But you know, we also saw the clock and that he did not hang the flag in time.
It wasn't even close. And it's a hit on his leg. And he's fucking hit. And it's a hit on his leg. Dirty hit. No way. No. He's hit. He was short, no hang, and he got hit. No, dude. That's a swing point. No. Swing point. There is no swing point.
When there was that glimpse moment when the ref did the thumbs up, like the hang was good, and we all just felt like there's no fucking way. And then when they reviewed it, which is the right thing to do, and realized that he was well short of hanging the flag, and let us go to overtime, I was like, thank you. Like that's fair. And thank you for not letting us go through that bullshit again.
Overtime, get ready, Malin. Overtime? Hey, Trav, I'm ready for that, baby. Hey, let's go. Sack the fuck up, guys. Let's go.
After the way things went down the season before, you know, you always want to get that chance to have that clock stop and it turn in our favor like we thought. Let's go to overtime, play paintball, instead of the way that it went down before. Said that they hung the flag in time or whatever. But them not hanging the flag in time was kind of like our second chance. Like, we got the chance now to go to overtime and beat that ass.
Come on, baby. Whoa! Who was it? Hey! Who the fuck was it? Let's go. Fucking repeat. Let's go, baby. Come on.
After seeing them dance in front of our pits and rub it in like they just beat us the way they did the year before, for me personally, it pissed me off. So it's like, okay, I feel like we've been outplaying your team this entire match, and we're gonna come out here this last point, and we're gonna win. So immediately I make the Dorito can on the break, immediately come out, snap Yosh, he's dead. Ryan's looking inside, I dip off into the Dorito 1. Shorty's trying to shoot at me from the snake corner. I back up a little bit, find this shot over the X because I can see his paint.
Look at this though, Chris. Brandon Short takes one right in the face.
Oh no, that's gonna be a problem.
Infamous is pushing up on the D side of the field. And look at
That's how you make that.
I know that Oliver's in that center Aztec, but I knew when I made this next bump that I would see him, so I knew I had to take my opportunity to shoot him on the run.
There goes Oliver Lang, and here comes Infamous down the far side of the field to win this point.
Way to totally redeem yourself, motherfucker.
Wait, put him in the fucking ground, man. Dude, that's a joke.
I was kind of surprised that they said that what I did was unsportsmanlike, bunkering Ryan, but I felt like the way they celebrated after they didn't hang the flag was unsportsmanlike. So me coming down and shooting the shit out of them is just my way of showing that I'm here to play. I'm not here to be nice. I'm not doing it in a malicious way, but like linebackers don't earn a rep by just two-hand touching the guy coming across the middle. They earn a rep by just knocking him on his ass. So take that into paintball. Like, it wasn't a nice man game. They took that out the window when they started dancing in front of our pits. That was a go get it type of game. So when you have the chance to go get it, you go get it.
Way to totally redeem it! Yeah! What, motherfuckers? Let's win this fucking shit, baby! We're coming for this shit! Seriously, look at that here. The way you do it to me! Big time players! Big time plays! It's all that fucking hard work you put in! All that hard work! Yes! Hey, way to fight! All my nickels! Way to fight!
Hey, good shit, man.
Hey! CP! Yeah! Let's go!
Yes!
Hey,
one more, baby.
Hey, hold up! Not a fucking point does that matter at all. We have Vicious for first and goddamn second. Let's go get it for us!
Go! Hey, bring it in!
Hey, bring it in!
I know! You motherfuckers hate Vicious as much as I do. Pound these motherfuckers into the ground, boys!
Use this man!
Hey, Callie, that long 3-on-3, I put the nastiest barrel tip shot on their 50 snake guy.
That felt good beating them. We didn't take that as like the end of the tournament. We were just excited and it was like just pumped up, man. It's like we just fucking came and handled one of the best teams here. They could say that they got certain calls, we could say that we got certain calls, but when it came down to it, we beat them. At that point, we were like, we're gonna win this tournament, we're gonna beat the next team we play. It was definitely cold. Even coming from Chicago winter, it wasn't that cold, but playing like with no gloves on outside, I mean, I had to constantly keep rubbing my hands, couldn't feel my fingers, always just trying to keep the muscles loose and everything like that.
Let's go, baby. One more. One more and we out.
Feel it down in my lungs.
Let's go.
You guys aren't pissed off? You need to be.
This ain't easy, boys. Not an easy fucking game. Fuck bitches. They want it more.
That's right. That's the attitude,
They think they want it more. They don't.
Fucking rip
They
heads
ain't
off.
ready to fight. Let's go.
If guys ain't pissed off, they ain't playing.
It had been quite some time since we'd been in the finals, and to be honest, we were pretty surprised that it was going to be Vicious that we were playing. We always enjoy playing Vicious because it's fun to curb stomp Todd. As much as we love him, it's always fun beating them down. So we felt pretty good going into that game.
You can't take any team lightly, and especially a team that is meeting you in the finals. You sure as hell shouldn't take them lightly. Todd did a good job getting them there. They're hungry too. It's the first time they've ever been in the finals. Not going to get their first victory against us, that's for sure.
Last fight of the day, motherfuckers.
We don't need that shit anyway.
Let's go.
Jason, goggles. Let's go, everybody, goggles.
We don't need to say anything. We know what to do.
Talk,
communicate, we know what to do.
Players, but we're good. Hey, all I gotta say is look around at each other, motherfuckers. Look around. You're gonna want the shit more than them, all right? We got it.
Take this shit. Let's go, man.
All three of us, then we're gonna go to family. 1, 2, 3, family. 1, 2, 3, family. Let's go. All fast, all fast, all fast.
Shane Colby coming off early for Omaha Vicious. They do have good field position. Parker Rosenthal played like a monster.
Infamous right to the right side of the A.
They were up in the center Aztec, so I knew that that guy was going to try to come get me. So all I did was put myself in a spot where if he ran through the snake side, he wouldn't shoot me, and that's what happened. He ran through, didn't shoot me, got shot, and then I tried to, at that point, battle with their Dorito 2, and he just put a good shot on me.
He doesn't get him, but then Drew Templeton gets shot.
2-on-1. Damian Ryan was just chewing up the Vicious Dorito side over there.
One player left alive for Omaha Vicious in the back corner bunker on the snake side of the field.
It was 2-on-1. Us versus Sherman in the corner, and we were both snake side. And I was slowly trying to work my way back, trying to fill back to the Doritos, and I just head checked into the ball and had a good catch. Happens to the best of us.
Oh, Damian Ryan catches one, Matty.
Oh, Damian Ryan gets shot out of his bunker. uncharacteristically dying in a clutch situation, and now it's a one-on-one.
Zach Patient's playing extremely well. Zach Sherman's been playing out of his mind.
Yeah, both of these guys are on their game right now.
Karen was screaming at him the whole entire time which way I was looking over the top, like right, left, right, left. It's hard to play a one-on-one out of the snake, but tried doing my best and trying to clip him somehow.
Well,
There
again,
goes Zach Patient taking a move here to the outside of the snake.
and now he goes in the opening. He might get the drop on him.
Oh, he gets
He got
the
the drop. He's going to get the drop on him.
I think he
And
got
that's getting a major penalty on Zach Patient, probably.
I would not be surprised to see a penalty, but did he get a shot on?
There it is.
There it is.
Red
There
flag.
it is. Major
Wow.
penalty on Zach Patient. Hey, that's the right call, guys.
It's the
I'm
right
sorry.
call.
He did spin, and that was an amazing move. So here we go on the breakout. Vicious full strength, 5 bodies alive. They go all the way to the snake off the break. Send in Shane Colby. He's been going there all tournament long for them.
Oh, a major red flag of death. The Cardinal himself
Looks
is
like
out of
nuts.
the bag.
So that's the worst case scenario for Omaha Vicious.
Right after they got the penalty, they were able to get to the snake, and Shane was hungry at that point, started wrapping around on us.
Oh,
But look at this. Shane Colby's going to work right here.
But 3 bodies walking off for Infamous, Matty.
Yeah, so Shane Colby able to get a bunch of kills from that 50-yard line snake, Chris.
There's only 1 player alive on Infamous right now, number 23, Zach Wake, against 2 Omaha Vicious players.
But, you know, we had our lone soldier in the corner, Zach Wake, holding it down, and he was able to play a long 2-on-1.
Hey, how many guys of them are left?
They got 2, but they got a major.
I know, but I have shorter than they do.
2-on-1.
I'm gonna let our major grind down.
Yeah, he is not in a good field position for that. He's not going to be able to get very small as soon as Vicious starts pushing down that Dorito side of the field.
Oh, Borromeo got shot. Look at Zach Wake. Look at this battle of attrition right here. Kobe against Zach Wake in the corner. 23 seconds left in the Infamous penalty. 41 seconds left on the Omaha Vicious penalty. Is it going to come down to that? That's the question.
I don't know. It's going to get crazy. Colby cuts to the inside. Zach Wake backs up a little bit off the bunker. Comes out, snap shoots.
Oh! Kobe.
They trade out.
They trade out.
Oh, they trade out. So are they going to let the time come out?
No, they pull the horn. No point.
Point. It's time. We got 6 seconds. They got 26. Hey, we're in the box in 6. We're out of the 6. They're on 26. All right, we gotta get same 4. We gotta get into position to shoot their box.
You know, it was a no point, but whenever you get a penalty and you're able to burn the clock and not lose the point, that's pretty much a win.
It's fine. Let's go. Good job. It's no point.
No point.
Who's got my gun? It's no point, guys. Let's do the next one. Let's go.
Who's got my gun?
Turn it up.
Here comes Brad McCurley. He makes his move into the snake, and here comes a snake battle about to go down. McCurley and then Colby.
Kobe. Oh, but gets shot down the wire.
As soon as he's put a few out of him, he needs to drop back down.
And there's Damian Ryan hunting in the center. You can see Damian Ryan working every bit of that bunker, trying to look underneath the A and get a shot on that center bunker for Vicious.
Trevor Reedser's walking off for Vicious, so.
And here comes Zach Wake down the snake, and there goes another player. Here they come. The Infamous gonna tie it up.
Wake was playing good. It was a good field for an aggressive snake player, and he was doing a really good job of doing his job. Just get back to playing paintball and not worrying about what everybody has to say about him.
Corner bunker on the snake side, and also stand-up temple in the center. And look at Zach Wake air bunkers. The 50-yard line.
If he looks
Dorito.
left, he'll blow the back off. Oh, there's the look.
Nice job by Zach Wake. I'd rather be lucky than good any day. And here comes Zach Wake.
Oh, Zach Wake gets shot, but he trades out, Matty.
Yeah, he did. So, man, Zach Wake continuing to play very well. Cleared out the last couple players.
No, Zach Patient, give me 1 point, baby. Go out there and get it for me.
All right, you're in.
CP in there once. Hey,
You went.
fuck that shit. Pulling the wrong fuck up. Good.
Hey, Travis, I'm good after this. I just need 1 down. That's it.
2-1 in favor of LA.
Look at this, both Infamous and Vicious right to the 50 snake on the break. It's about to go down here.
Oh, yes, it is. Here it goes. 50 snake and a bloodbath in that center. And it looks like there was a penalty on Omaha Vicious.
That was a major penalty. Oh, major penalty. Major everywhere.
Another red flag. Can't air this. Hey, it's 4 on 4 again. Hey, he's benched for the rest of the tournament. I'm done.
Dude,
I know.
he fucking put him in for us. He was hit.
I know. He's good. Relax. That's on me, guys. Relax. 100% me.
It's really easy for some of our guys to jump on other dudes because they've known each other a lot longer. But Zach Patient came back from missing a whole season, comes out, plays good. We're in the finals. He's got to have some nerves going on. You're going to be antsy. Obviously, it's really shitty when you get penalties for your team, especially if you get more than one in one match in the finals. But, you know, he did a good job of helping us get to the finals.
See, Infamous, though, out of the dust clearing, we have Drew Templeton coming to hang the flag out of all of that.
Penalties on both teams still, though. Minute 9 on one, minute 27 on the
Oh,
other.
another minor penalty, Matty.
Chaos is happening again.
Oh, and Vicious is starting to lose it here.
They got another penalty again, and we were like, all right, last body in the snake. Yeah, it was kind of like, giddy up, let's go. So I ran him down and smashed him in his googles, painted him yellow.
Since there was a penalty over here, there's nobody to pull for it. Would have stopped it. Would have made everything fresh penalties. Infamous.
You had two majors, okay. You had two majors. So they didn't get the penalty clock and pass with the clock after the technical. Right. So that point doesn't count.
Both of our penalties that were up there are going back to what they were.
So it's a do-over.
Yes. It's a complete do-over.
A complete do-over straight across the board?
With the one extra penalty, yeah.
I can't confirm that yet, but I think that's what's going to happen.
As you guys can tell, it's a bit of a mess down here with penalties. Before the last point that was just played, the refs were talking because there should have been penalties for playing on, spinning, and splitting a bunker. Infamous and Vicious both needed a fresh penalty, and they needed to add 25 seconds to the penalty that they had. Unfortunately, the point started before they could get there, so now we're on hold so they can sort it all out. They need to figure out how much time they need to put on these penalties moving into the next point, so it might be a few minutes before we get another update.
It's the penalty from the point before.
It's the exact same start as the game before.
It was dragging out forever. I mean, it was cold. First of all, I'm like, dude, we're getting cold out here. Let's just play paintball.
I'm not taking the 2 minutes. Not happening. You would know. You got shot in the arm, shot your gun on the last point. Come on. You shouldn't cheat. You shouldn't get caught cheating is what you meant to say.
I don't remember what happened to cause the long, like, 20-minute debate / break / Todd and Burgess crying like Burgess always does. He's a big baby. Love you, Burgess.
Somehow they came to the agreement of let's take away the point, replay it, start the penalties fresh. It took a long time. It was really annoying, and we ended up somehow losing a point.
I got the 2 penalties still, but we're not getting our point. That's
Clock's running.
Clock's running, boys!
There we go, baby!
There we go! Let's go!
Here we go!
They ain't got nothing on us, baby!
So here we go on the breakout. Vicious with 3 players. Can they get them out alive and try to suck some of the time off? And it looks like they do. Vicious able to make out all
Brad
3 bodies
McCurley.
alive, and Brad McCurley comes off early, and so does Damian Ryan. This is a huge break for Omaha Vicious. Omaha Vicious has the chance to get back in this match right now.
We're up 4-1. We just wanted to keep playing, keep beating them, and they stopped the game. It's like they didn't do anything to deserve momentum, but they kind of stopped our momentum almost by just stopping the game and making us sit there twiddling our thumbs for half an hour.
It's 1 second. There's a second on the monitor. It stops on the computer as soon as you hit that button.
Taking that long break definitely didn't help us continue our steamrolling effect, but coming out of the box felt good. I was looking for blood. I wanted to come out and show somebody, hey, what's up? As I'm making my last step, the horn blows.
Hey, that was not necessary! Hey, that was not necessary, huh? That horn blew! He took like 3 more steps and shot him now, come on!
I might have pulled the trigger a little bit late. Todd, Mr. Firecrotch, was not very happy about that. Whatever, I mean, it's paintball. I think he was doing a little bit of acting there to maybe get me in trouble.
Reeser is in a really good spot right now. No one knows he's there. Here comes Trevor Reeser.
Oh, look at that move. As you called it, Matty. Trevor Reeser going to work.
I think being up 4-1 and then come back 4-3, it's like the win was right there when I trying to grab it. So we just knew we had to keep playing the way we played to get there.
Vicious trying to dig out.
Oh,
right through the crack.
What is he doing?
Zach Wake
Zach
back in
Wake
the
going
stick.
to work,
And
Matty.
Zach Wake is having a tournament right now, man. They are now 2 points away from taking this win here at the 2014 PSP Dallas Open.
Spin it!
The dude standing in that
Hey, you
same
guys are on
zone.
the turn. You guys are on the turn. Let us know what
Make
you're doing.
room!
At that point, we knew we were in the driver's seat with the clock running down, and we knew the clock was our friend being up points. So, I mean, we just played control paintball and let them come into our guns, and they had no choice but to concede them because the clock was running out, and Todd knew that we were just going to kind of sit on that, let that play to our advantage.
1 point away from victory here at the when they get a shot in.
He needs to be careful. He's being called out. He keeps crawling forward. He might get a penalty. You know, it would have been cool to see Vicious win this tournament, but they made it to their finals for the very first time. Infamous has been here a lot over the years. Look at this, though. Big move. And Infamous not wanting to end this game quietly. And it looks like they
That's
lose.
going to do it right there.
Sorry, that's a game. It's a turn here. Wait for that fucking horn. Team win, baby. Wait. Watch out. Wait. Hey, relax.
That is how you win! Way to go, Collie! Yeah, baby! Fuck yeah! Way to fuck out! Yeah, baby! Fuck yeah! That's
Hey, bring it in, motherfucker. That's a family win, baby. Our first event as a family, we shit on everybody. We fought through thick and thin, boys. I felt more like a family this one event than I did all last year.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Season, all right?
Focus.
Stay together and stay in that grind.
Family on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Family! Stand away, goes, let's move! Where's that way at? Start, motherfuckers! Just the fucking start! Work hard. Don't let up!
Spent so much extra time outside of our home, outside of work, outside of everything, and it just felt like it wasn't going towards anything. Yeah, we have fun with our friends and our teammates, but we're there to win the tournament. And we weren't getting that in 2013. It was just demoralizing and it was frustrating. So to win that first event, and especially since it was the first event, it's like you're on top and you're in the driver's seat for the next event and kind of the rest of that season.
Congratulations.
I'll give you 100 hot readies to come back.
Are you liking the Mustang?
The last time we won was Chicago 2012 when Todd was coaching for us, so it was cool that he came over and congratulated us after we beat him. We're all still really good buddies with Todd, so I'm not surprised.
Right here, baby!
Hashtag the comeback for win.
All in, baby!
Hey, X Factor, don't cut weight ever again.
All year! This is all we're getting all year. Let's go!
That's my boy.
You know, is this all? Little ball. Tell me, Derder coming at you all season. Let's go. Come on.
You know everyone's gunning for you. You know you have something to prove that it wasn't a fluke. And it feels good because winning is contagious. So you feel like you can just keep it going and you feel confidence in your team.
Hey, grab squeegees. Hey, let me get a squeegee. Let me go. Grab squeegees.
You know, it was an early morning match, and we get our paint. We'd always test our paint, and we thought we could make it a little bit better, and we ended up fucking it up, making it too brittle. Next thing you know, you can't really play paintball the same way that you would normally.
Hey, is this 6'3"? Is this 6'3"? Looking harder paint.
It was rainy and humid, and we actually prepared by cooling off our paint just because the humidity affects the ball. So we cooled our paint off and it ended up kind of biting us in the ass because we cooled it off a little too much, so some people were breaking paint, and that definitely played into us losing the first couple points of that match.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Let me know that you want to go. All right, I just left you because I'm going to.
You didn't need anything. Fucking snake shot.
Aftershock staying in tight, and Damian Ryan gets shot up the middle, and actually Aftershock charging up the middle, but Lawhead gets shot, and now Brad McCurley comes into the A.
The points were long and drawn out, and time was kind of running down even at 3-1, so we needed to make something happen. I saw an opening through the center. I released, was able to get my first kill. Sos just happened to switch right at the opportune time for them. If he didn't switch and catch me going through, I probably would have shot the remaining shot guys, but that was pretty much the game.
The True Templeton gets shot by his ex-teammate, Chris Sosine. So Infamous not able to get it done. They are going to lose this match. What a crazy turn of events here.
In the fashion that we lost and kind of why we all felt like we lost, it just made us feel kind of divided as a team, that we just didn't do a good job cohesively to kind of like prepare with all the things we could control. I don't know, it just kind of created that sense that maybe this wasn't the same vibe as Dallas.
Everyone wants to kick the shit out of us. No one shows us respect, all right? We come out here, we punch them in the face, we fuck them up. We earn the fucking respect, all right, motherfuckers? Let's go.
Come on, get back up to this next match.
He just takes out Nicky Cuba peeking.
So now it's 2-on-2.
Oh, he might have gotten Corey Bornstein.
He did. Oh, and I think he did. So Corey Bornstein and Nicky Cuba dropping the ball. Toke Hamill stepping up for the Ironman right now.
And Jason Bornstein nowhere to hide behind that mini Dorito. Excellent 2-on-1 execution right there.
Fucking twin mistake, man. The fuck? Did you see him go, Jay? We called it, man. You knew it's 3 alive. No, I'm saying we were saying snake. Two in the snake. Yes, listen, Jay, come here. No, I talked to you guys. I don't want to talk right now. Leave me alone.
Both games we're up 3 guys to 2. We have to talk to each other, figure things out, work out what we have to do.
It's like a combination of being content with where we were and just thinking that things were going to kind of fall in place, or, you know, just not taking the initiative upon yourself to make things happen and waiting for somebody else to make it happen. Blowing high body situations is terrible. You're never going to win a match like that.
Let's go! Come to fight, baby! Come on, Ruben!
I had to do something. So I wrapped, shot Marcelo, ran down, shot the X because he was looking at Zach, and then bunkered the snake guy.
Oh, he shoots Marcelo.
And Drew makes a dynamic move. He gets a body. He ends up getting shot. And I think with Zach Patient, is he going to have enough time?
I looked up at the clock and it was like 3, 2, and I didn't want to dive head first into the box and snap my neck backwards, so I kind of like dove sideways into it like it was gonna be like Velcro.
He's one of their fastest players. He's gonna have to dive. Zach Patient dives in with enough time to tie up the game.
There you go, Zach! Let's go! Let's go! Feel that shit! Don't let up!
3-minute job, baby. Remember, it's 3 minutes in the game. That's it.
Infamous with the come from behind tie. So 3 minutes on the clock. Who's going to be the victor? We're going to find out. But Alex Goldman gets shot.
It's all fucking weekend. Ha! Let's go. OT pool. Yes. Brad wins, baby.
You know, if you're able to get to the 50 snake on that field, which definitely wasn't easy to do, more times than not, you should win that point. So I knew I was drawing a lot of guns, and we had 3 minutes to win the point, and I was trying to communicate across the field to try to get our Dorito side to get some push, because I could feel the pressure that I was drawing from the Ironman guns. The clock continued to run down.
Time was just ticking down. That field was a clock burner for sure. Next thing you know, we're kind of running out of time. We're like, well, we only have a little bit left. We might as well try to make this happen, even though it might not be ideal. We should have made the push a little bit sooner, but more importantly, we should have made the push together more and go into it with the right mindset of who needs to do what on the push, so we all don't end up getting shot at the same time.
Oh my God, we're not gonna do it!
We don't have 30 seconds to shoot the last guy.
We said the clock! Gotta watch the clock!
See, you guys run down the field over there.
I think I'm just sitting there pulling my fucking coat. That puts them at a loss too, though. So, we win 3.
Grinding this shit out. It's a new day. It's a new fucking tournament. Let's go. Win this match. Hey, play as a fucking family, all right?
Together. Communicate. Hey, we ain't got no sideline. 50 seconds.
Boys. Communicate. Let's go. Play smart. No penalties. Trust each other, all right?
We knew that our Chaos has good players, but they hadn't shown anything that event. Like, they were not playing so well. We knew that we weren't playing that well either, but at the same time, we had to win.
Here comes Damian Ryan, finally realizing only 2 bodies left alive, and Damian gets destroyed by his own guy. Pretty sure, did he just get shot by his own guy?
Basically, any opportunity that I have to shoot Damian, I take full advantage of. And you're stupid not to, because he's really fun to shoot.
I feel like Brad does it on purpose sometimes, just for fun.
Yesterday's done with. That game's done with. Our fate's in our own fucking hands, boys.
We got a game to play, boys.
Let's go out here, handle business against Dynasty. No more last-second fucking throws. Just beat the shit out of them, huh?
Focus, calm, cool, collective, motherfuckers.
What's going on, all right? Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
They're playing that field really well. I think every team pretty much played it the same way. It wasn't hard to figure out. There was 2 spots for 2 guys to go to, and there was one little wild card to kind of go up the middle. So really came down to execution and everybody just not making mistakes, and they did that better than any team there.
What do you want me to do? Looking inside for the dudes busting up the middle. No.
Let's go! Here we go, boys. Let's go.
You gotta want to take it, motherfuckers.
I've never been shot at more like bounce shots and just things that I can't really, you know, have any influence over or defend myself from. And Dynasty was definitely found a way to kill me out of the X, and they were doing it very well.
Oh, damn it!
Being up 4-0, that was a huge hole to come back on that field. We had to try some really desperate stuff, and it was just shitty.
Thinking Cuba hobbling out there. Hopefully he's all right.
He'll come right back out.
Yeah, he will.
Is he all right? Yeah, we get air. Hey, can we
Hold these guys up.
Hey, can I get a revenue?
Load me. Hey there.
Yeah, fine, motherfuckers. Let's go. Hey, the baby. Don't give up.
It takes a lot to pull Nicky off the field, so going into the tournament, he might not have been 100%, but he's got a big heart, and he's out there playing and giving everything his all.
Nicky's trying, man. You can see he really wants to make something happen. Oh, did he get a shot on Brandon? Nope.
Oh, we got that one.
Nicky Cuba doing work for Infamous.
Hey, don't be there. Oh.
One of Nicky's best assets is being clutch in certain situations like that, so we wanted to let him play it out a little bit and see if he could pull off some magic, you know, because we were kind of searching for anything at that point because nothing seemed to be going our way. But right as we all start to say that, we look over and see he's out of paint, and he's like, nah, not gonna happen, kid.
He's out of paint, dude.
Hey, if we get down bodies early, we gotta try something. Yeah, make something happen. We're going the horn either way, so fucking go get it.
They pretty much outplayed us. They wanted revenge, I'm sure, but we still wanted to beat them. But we had a little bit of success at the end, doing some really aggressive stuff, but that really wasn't that consistent. It might work every once in a while, but in the long run it didn't. Going first place to playing for relegation felt pretty crappy, but we knew that we weren't immune to playing in relegation. We played at almost every event the year before. We just did step on our dicks and ended up being in that spot again. We played 187 for relegation before. We've sent them down to challengers. They've been backing up consistently. I don't think they've ever spent 2 events in a row down there. So they know what it's like to be down there, and they know how bad they don't want to be down there.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Get it up, Infamous.
Fucking pussies drain any fucking draw on us, any game.
We all know what to fucking do. Let's do it, all right? Do your jobs, play as a family, play as a team. These motherfuckers are not sending us to the B League, all right? Fuck them. Let's go. Ready?
Hold fast! Hold fast! Hold fast!
1, 2, 3.
Infamous right away decided, hey, after the way we played, we're going to be aggressive here and move that Dorito side as best we can.
Damian Ryan up in the center. Infamous looking good on the attack here. Here comes the push up the center, but he gets eaten up as Zach Patient was wrapping around, and then the bodies are starting to peel off right now for Upton 187 crew. Infamous had a really smart game plan, but a lot of execution over there. Really good job. There's Zach Wake and Bobby Avilas for Los Angeles Infamous.
Oh, boy, here goes the penalty as we speak.
Well, at least it's a minor for 187, so 3 players left alive again, stuck in that pocket. That's going to allow Infamous to be able to spread out wide here. Matthew Jarula gets shot out as well, too, and they are going to be forced to concede the point.
Hey, straight them up, boys, all day. That's the difference. That's the difference right there.
They were with us last year, you know, they probably played a relegation match or a championship challengers match every event, and they just were on a roller coaster. They were champions, challengers, you know, they don't want to go down either. They're fighting for their lives just like we are.
And that's going to do it. So nice job by Upton 187 crew to pull within 1 here with 13:24 to go. On the breakout, Dan Zaleski getting taken out. Big off the break kill. I think that was Nicky Cuba. And it looks like another body drops for Upton 187 crew. So big move, Nicky Cuba up into the center. Nicky is about as tough of a character as they come.
T-Rex, hustle up.
Let's go, Broly, you're on the turn.
Guys, make room. Get him back.
Air. Give me that. Air.
Yeah.
Load him, the whole thing.
Love T-Rex. T-Rex is T-Rex. Nicky's who he is, and he's taunted and talked shit his whole life. He's never gonna change. Can't make him stop. We don't want him to stop because that's kind of the fire. But it's either gonna piss him off, you know, and they're gonna come back harder than ever, which we should be ready for anyways, because we're in a battle. You know, we're just gonna just get in their heads and fuck them up even more, but it doesn't help the situation sometimes if it is a team that thrives on like, all right, you're gonna talk shit, all right, we're gonna come back swinging, you know, it's gonna make them play that much harder.
187 made to the left side of the A, the fortress side, so.
Well, that's going to keep Nicky from pushing up on this D side of the field.
187, what they need to do with Infamous pinch in the middle of the field, they need to keep going wide. Uh-oh, is he hit?
Oh, no, bad death.
Oh, two of them.
Oh, my God.
Just like that.
You're playing Infamous, you can't throw your bodies away like that. Oh, but Nicky Cuba rolls up and he gets smoked. So now it's 2-on-2. Oh, 1-on. Oh, wow. So what a crazy turn of events here.
187's like, nope, not going to have it just yet.
I think some of our guys might have been taunting them, but we know live together, we die together, you know? So we got to back up his shit talk because he's one of our brothers, one of our teammates. So if he goes up there and does something like that, we got to back it up and we got to win.
The guy in front of me got clipped, and so I made a quick fill in across to the Dorito side, which it's huge because it's a pretty big gap right there. And I thought, why not take this next bump, Next thing you know, I end up in their little Dorito, and I got guys shooting at me from both sides.
Cali Rudolph launching onto 187 Crew's side of the field, so he is going to start sucking up guns over there, and now this is going to open it up.
At that point, you know, I'm literally like, okay, I'm in a really good spot. I'm gonna not over gunfight and let my guys make the bumps behind me and close the game.
Big move. Dan Zaleski, can he make it into the snake? And Dan Zaleski does, but it looks like Max Trailer gets shot out. And no, Dan Zaleski gets shot out, so it looks like this point is gonna go to Los Angeles Infamous here.
On this field, when you can get up points and we're up 4-2 with 5 minutes left, I mean, there was a lot of points that were going way over 5 minutes. So I thought we were sitting pretty good.
Your Upton 187 Crew needs to start mounting a comeback. They were able to get Zaleski out. And then here comes Mantoni making his move up in the center.
I was making that D1, getting my gun up on the guy that was ahead of me, and then just keep going and getting those inside kills. But I had no idea he was at the X.
So Thomas Mantoni is going to try to shut down.
Great move.
Thomas Mantoni gets up and just owns Zach Patient in a gunfight right there. Now he basically owns that D side of the field from that position.
He just needs to stay in there, stay patient, don't force it.
And it looks like Cali Rudolph is going to get shot. So Cali Rudolph taking the early walk. 3 players left alive. Infamous. This is Upton 187 Crew. Oh, but Thomas Mantoni.
We were beating them, and you know, on this layout, that should be a pretty significant lead because of how slow the points were going. I think it was me, Damien, and Drew be alive on at least 4 of them. And I was the only lock on the Dorito side.
Big move out by Drew Templeton, spreading the field. That is going to help slow down the attack from Upton 187 Crew.
I'm tucked in and said, hey, Brad, the snake's out, 50 snake, 50 snake. And then Brad looks out and gets shot by him, and then he looks at me like disgusted, like, dude. I'm like, well, you heard me say he was there, and you looked at him and got shot by him. But that was just shitty. It was good move by Zaleski to get up that far on the snake side. Bad job by me by letting him just get dominance over me.
So Zaleski and Derula step up to take out Brad McCurley and Drew Templeton, who died at the same time, and then it's just Damian Ryan. So some gunfighting airs out there.
My bad on the switch though, Brad. It's all right. I was just because I can hold that D1 too. Yeah.
All right, line 1. Let's go, Broly.
They're gonna drop him off. 187's down by 1. And Infamous is just trapped in the center here. But this is good for them. This is a good spot for them to be in with all those guns up right now.
They have the lead. And with only 2 minutes, oh God, Zach Wake. And here comes a 187. Cuba, Bornstein, and Avilas are gonna have to try to hold it down and roll their guns. Good, here comes a major penalty. Worst case scenario for Los Angeles Infamous.
Yeah, getting that major was not good. Yeah, that was not. That's definitely swung the momentum and gave them that boost.
Bobby. Nicky. Let's go, boys.
No, we're fucking straight. I killed the castle guy. Just stay alive.
You got to make it. I had no clue I was hit. I looked down and I didn't see anything.
Let's
go, baby!
Hey, Damien, minute 40.
Pick me up, baby!
A minute and 39 seconds remains here in this match. This is a ballsy move right here for Infamous, and it looks like he makes it. So Brad McCurley running across lanes gets out wide, and that is going to help slow things down on that D side of the field.
That wing was a good spot to just kind of dig in and look Dorito side and really just kind of hunker down and hold it down. And that's kind of what Travis wanted us to use that for with the clock running down.
McCurley is now wrapping around trying to go to work a little bit here. Oh, so McCurley wraps around. He's locked into a gunfight. Only 13 seconds left, but just not going to have enough time. McCurley is going to launch though, but there's only a second left. So we are going to have a tie game, and Infamous was able to suck most of that penalty off.
Safest place for me to go is back center, coming out of the box. Okay, so I can try to read where to go, but I don't want to, you know.
Whatever, let's just play off of it. We can triple back center too. And they can edge their way this way.
Hey, Brad, I think we should pull up this time. What do you think?
No, we're here.
What do you think?
We're here. Close it.
I didn't take any heat. All right, try to get.
Brad McCurley does the same move again. Can he go to the well twice in a row? He does. And Brad McCurley steps up.
We started with 4 bodies. I was in the penalty box from a penalty that Nicky got the point prior. 187 risked a body out to the Dorito side, and he actually put a great shot on Corey. So 5-on-3 situation. I was able to get out of the box clean.
That was kind of the aggressive move on that field, was to go out wide on that side. So you should shoot that guy more often than he makes it. So then making it, when we had 4, it was kind of like, oh shit, man, this sucks.
And they are able to make it up on the D side. They have D1 and D2, so they're in good field position and heavy guns up in the center for Upton 187 crew. They do have a body advantage as Corey Bornstein got shot. Max Trailer stepped up, got that shot on Corey Bornstein. 4-on-5, 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go.
Brad was in that wing, looking inside, screaming Dorito 2, Dorito 2. About a minute in, Brad's like, is Dorito 2 hot? I'm like, yeah, Dorito 2's hot. And then next thing I know, I get clipped and like just right on my arm, and I know it's that Dorito guy. Ugh, shit.
4-0, and Drew Templeton finally gets shot at that spot. That is going to open
50
things up.
50 seconds left.
This is really going to be tough. Oh, the bodies are starting to peel off for Infamous. Things are looking really good for Upton.
From what I was hearing, we were 5 up, and all of a sudden we were 3 up. All of a sudden we were 2 up, and it's just Damien and I, and all of a sudden I'm getting bunkered in the head.
It's 35 seconds left, and here they come.
And here comes the push. They're getting chewed up though. Damien Ryan falling out on a major
Damien gets a
penalty.
major. Wow.
And Max Trailer pumps his fist
Wow,
to the
look at
sky.
this.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
God, that was crazy. What an insane game, man.
By the guy that came snake side, did you?
I mean, you felt bad for every other team that gotten sitting down before, but you're glad it wasn't you, and now it's you. So you're just pissed off because you're just putting in all this time to play pro paintball, and now the league is making you not play pro paintball because you had a bad tournament. So it's just frustrating. You're going down to play challengers, where even if you win, you're not excited. So it just sucks. You know that for the next 2 months, the next tournament, you'll be pissed. At that next tournament, you'll be pissed. And then after that, you'll be pissed to redeem yourself if you make it back in. So you got a 4-month period there where you're pissed off. It doesn't feel good.
Pretty much got what we deserve. Not ready. We're looking at the motors, we're looking at the batteries. 5 minutes before the game. You're looking for your own shit, you're asking other people. Fucking up other people. Get your fucking goddamn shit ready the night before. We had a whole fucking goddamn day.
Posey wanted to fucking kill us. I mean, he spends so much time on our plays and spends so much time scouting other teams and telling us like exactly what we need to do in our team meetings and going over our game plan so many times. I mean, any coach is going to get pissed off when you lose such a big game like that.
We know on this field, there's 2-to-1 games. We're up 2 points, and we have to run down the fucking field like retards. We're playing in the amateur division because we earned it, all right? Don't be blaming anybody else. Don't be blaming your equipment. Don't be saying it's anything. This is what you earned. So let's start right fucking now and earn our way back to the top.
Man, let's not be fucking lackadaisical. Just because we want to turn this week and bitch practice and skip fucking weekends of paintball. I understand people have shit to do. If you want to do that, then don't play professional paintball.
I'd rather play with 6 guys that want to play paintball 7 days a week than fuck around, take weekends off, and hang out. I choose not to have a family and a girlfriend and serious shit because I want to be the fucking best. Nothing personal. You guys don't want to do that. I love you guys. Don't play on a team where you want to be the best fucking person at something. We lost 2 on 1. We lost 1 on 1. We lost 3 on 2. That's enough fucking fun to do shit that matters. We all dedicate time. If you're gonna half dedicate it, fucking make people have something for fun.
You know, you get in the heat of the moment and you say things that aren't really filtered or thought through, and I definitely probably said some things that were uncalled for.
Honestly, like, you might think, hearing what he said, I'd be mad or whatever. I wasn't mad. Damien had a good point, and I can understand where he's coming from, but we don't get paid millions of dollars to only play paintball, so there is outside factors that each person has, and each person's case is different. But to what he's saying, you know, if you're not putting in the 100% effort from your point of view, then you should just stop wasting everybody's time.
Whatever I said on the field wasn't a fucking shot at anybody. It wasn't personal, I was just frustrated. And I just feel like none of us were fully prepared for this tournament, and that's what I was trying to say. It wasn't for anybody down for having a wife or kids or anything like that. You know, I just felt like none of us, personally, I did not feel 100% confident on this field as a team. I don't know if you guys felt the same. But it's, you know, it's hard with coaches not missing a practice. Some people missing a practice, living far apart, shit like that. It wasn't personal, it said the whole fucking evening.
I mean, it's true though. We all gotta take it upon ourselves. We played more relegation matches than we have finals. So that's saying something right there.
We think, oh, this other division, whatever, they're not gonna just let us come the fuck up, right? Our chaos is back down there. We may face them in the quarters and might not get there. So this feeling you guys have right now is the worst. The only way to get rid of that feeling is to get back on top. And the only way you're gonna get back on top is to take that hard work attitude and put it to work over the next fucking 6 weeks, dude.
We hype ourselves up by saying, don't come out flat, don't underestimate shock, don't underestimate 187. We've been here before, let's just do it again. Like, winners don't think like losers. You don't think about what can go wrong, because then you're setting yourself up mentally to just do just enough not to fuck up. So you can't go into these tournaments and think, oh, we have these 2 teams are hard, these 2 teams are easy. It's hard to think like that, but that's the fucking challenge of being, like, having that winning mentality. And I think that's what we have to think going to Challengers. We're gonna fucking think, oh, let's just go in here and fucking get our shit back. VCK is good. Fucking Art Chaos is good. There are good teams in there. We almost lost the top 10 last year. There are teams in there. 187 is a Challengers champion. They're like on top of that shit. And we just lost them. So we have to come in prepared to focus on winning, not anything losing. We shouldn't have to be talking about coming out flat, fucking stepping on our dicks. Don't fuck up. Hey, we gotta fucking. We have to think about winning and winning and winning, so that way we can stack on little layers of winning and not focus on just not fucking up. You know?
Yeah. It starts today. Said it perfect. Let's go, motherfuckers. We're still a team, right? Let's go. Get that refocus up. Come on, Brad. On 3, family. 1, 2, 3.
Family. I'll let you guys know the practice schedule this week.
It's just like this biggest step back. It's just like it just hits you in the face. It's like, all right, we're playing in this division that sucks with all these teams that you don't know. It just feels like the biggest kick in the nuts.
Playing in the Challengers division is a first for this team. A lot of the players that we have been pro for over 5-6 years. So it was definitely a reality check, and it was a hard thing to do, but we had to go in and give it our all to try to get out of that division and back into the top flight where we belong.
7-1 win versus Boom, boom. 7-2 win versus Excessive, boom. 7-2 win versus Brainstorm, boom. 6-7 loss Top Gun.
Callie's in the box. Come right here. Tommy.
Top Gun game didn't really mean much. We knew that we were going to be going on a Sunday. Whether we won or lost, it didn't matter who we were going to play. It was decided by 2 teams that played later on in the day. And getting penalties in that match definitely helped them a lot. You know, and I was accountable for 2 of those penalties. But nonetheless, it happened, and Top Gun ended up getting a win. And, you know, I'm sure it felt great for them to beat us. But for them to be that excited to beat us and not go anywhere from it, it's kind of like whatever.
You know, when you're down there, you have to expect to play who we think is the best team in that division with us in the most important situation. That's the semifinals, the game that decides who goes up and who stays in the goddamn chump division.
The event right now. This is it. Step up. Win together, lose together, but we're fucking winning, motherfucker. Let's go. Bring it to them. Start to finish. Get the guns going. Shoot motherfuckers on the break. Run it down their throat. Work as a team.
Hey, communicate. It's concerned, and Infamous gets a terrible start to start the game.
I jumped on the wrong horn, so I get pulled because I shoot my gun. Mishka jumps. I think I was actually looking down the field, saw him go, and I went because I feel like their whole team went too, and our side went. I get pulled. Mishka gets to stay in for whatever reason. Then he gets shot out, luckily, so kind of evened up, but it was just like totally just kind of a mind fuck at the beginning of that game.
Drew Templeton just started early, I think another horn, but they do shoot Mishka on the break. Brad McCurley getting into the snake with Zach Patient right away.
Yeah, that snake side was not fun at all. We had to tape our guns, like double tape them, triple tape it, and electrical tape. Just nothing ever works. It goes the way that you want it to.
Zach Patient looking to take off and go attacking. Zach Patient.
Yeah, he's in a bad spot right now, Todd.
Yeah, he's going to tuck down and look on the inside. And here comes Biernikov on the inside.
Oh, look at that move. Oh, he got both of them. Oh, my God. The 2012 Top Gun Award winner, Alexander Biernikov, just ran a clinic. And Biernikov is going to run down the last player. So that was an incredibly impressive performance. Biernikov was in a terrible spot.
First point, it was pretty even, and Biernikov had a game. I think he shot 3 or 4 of our guys, and I was actually out the first point. Coming on to the second point, I felt pretty good that day. I felt like I was gonna have a pretty decent day. You know, sometimes in paintball, you're just feeling good. You feel like you're gonna have a hot match.
2 bodies off the break, drop in for Art Chaos. Here comes Infamous.
That's gonna allow Bobby Aviles to have the whole snake side to himself. Is he gonna be able to wrap around and get a shot on the can? Pulls his gun up as there goes Fedorov, who came out of the back center into the snake side can. He gets shot in the back. Bobby Aviles all the way on Art Chaos' side of the field right now. 2 bodies left alive for Art Chaos.
Oh,
there it is. Bobby Aviles getting the shot in on Mishka. He's gonna go running off the field out of that Dorito 1. So good heads up play right there by Bobby Aviles.
I slow rolled to get a good shot on the runners. You're playing again. I know that. Okay. I slow rolled to get a good shot on the runners, so they might key up on me, so I'm gonna race. Okay.
Calm down. Calm down. Take a breath. You got 40 seconds. I love you, Callie.
You don't take Cuckoo Bird shit. We call Cuckoo Bird our 6th man of the year. You throw him in the mix and he'd go out there and do his job, stab a few people and lose his mind while he's out there, but it usually works out for the best.
Zach Wake gonna get into the 50 snake right away. Bobby Aviles coming right in behind him into that snake 1. Definitely attacking hard right away. Nicky Cuba, he's dumping tons of paint towards the snake side.
There goes Zach Wake through the mud and muck, able to get in past the 50-yard line, which is going to shift the guns even more and shift those angles.
Mishka and Fedorov still alive over there as Biernikov tries to make move down the inside. And here comes Jason Bornstein down the middle of the field, and he is gonna bunker out Fedorov and Mishka as Infamous really did a good job of controlling the snake.
Spin! Parolees! Let's go, baby!
Uh-oh. Looks like bodies coming off. It looks like Corey Bornstein comes off.
Both brothers.
Nicky Cuba. Uh-oh. It's not looking good for Infamous all of a sudden. No one on the D side for them.
Zach and I actually ended up getting into a 2-on-4 situation. Zach Wake and I have been playing together for years now. We've kind of just built up a good trust on the field. I was in the snake, Zach was in the snake corner behind me, so they basically had the field turned on us. Somebody came to run highway on me. I was able to put a shot on him.
Pantaleev gonna launch through the highway. Does Bobby get a shot on him?
Yeah,
he does, and Bobby is still alive.
And it's now 3-on-2, it looks like.
In the process of me and that person person shooting at each other, Zach was able to pick up another player. So now it's a 2-on-2 situation. One of the Art Chaos players tried to come bunker me down the tape. We exchanged, and then Zach was left in a one-on-one situation.
He gets taken out, but he trades out.
Now it's a one-on-one.
It's a one-on-one right now.
Oh my God, this is exactly what we thought we were going to see out of these teams. It's now Mika Kiesnev and Zach Wake. Zach Wake looks a little bit calmer than Mishka.
Oh, and Zach Wake gets a shot in on Mishka.
Yeah, way to go, Zach Wake.
Zach Wake! That's right there! That's right!
There we go. Wake back here. That was a huge point. Just, you know, anytime that you win a deficit body situation, it's a boost for your self-confidence and for the team. So that was huge for us.
3 snake! 3 snake! 3 snake!
Travis calls it 3 seconds, which way the back center is shooting, and then I get an option where if the back center is shooting one way, you can go the opposite side, like tower off the X, shoot 2 guys on the side, and then go through.
Big move by Damian Ryan, all the way up into the center.
All 3 coming off on this side.
But Damian Ryan still
Look at Damian
alive.
Ryan. Gonna get blown to pieces.
You know, shot my first 2 guys, like, screwed, I'm just gonna go. No one's really making big moves on the Doritos, and we had 2 guys locking it off, so I figured they kind of contained Bear Hunter, and I thought he'd still be in the tower, but he ended up, I think, sneaking in Dorito 2. So I ran past him looking the other way, and then he pummeled me from behind. You know, it's fun. It feels good. Makes me feel alive.
But Chris, Damian getting that far, and look at all those purple jerseys coming off right now, and quick work by Infamous.
Let's go!
Yeah!
Smart!
Hey, let's go, Big Callie.
Use those heads, baby!
Hey, keep talking, huh?
Communicate! Work as a team!
They have a really deep coaching staff. So when they're losing by 2, 3, 4 points like that, they're going to change stuff up. And knowing that they're going to change to try to counter what we've been doing, we tried to be one step ahead of that and adjust what we were doing.
Let's see what Art Chaos is going to pull out of the bag now. As they go 3 hard to the snake side, Damian Ryan once again going up the middle of the field. Alexander Bierdnikov recognizes it. He's going to come get Damian right away and not give him an opportunity.
And he's still alive too.
And Bierdnikov is still alive, standing on the front of the A.
And then now he's gonna launch. Still nobody's picking him up. And it looks like finally somebody gets a shot in on him.
Here comes Art Chaos down the far side. Look for them to get around behind Zach Patient. He's gonna be forced to shoot sideways and get bunkered out.
And there goes Lukashuk getting Zach Patient out, making sure he was extra dead.
We started to try to change stuff just a little bit. Next thing you know, our adjustments that we were trying to make just started playing right into their hand, and you know, they were shooting their shots on the break and we were not adjusting very well.
They are all on the D side, and Nikki Cuba is gonna have to try to find a bunker here. And then Nikki gets shot trying to ghost out there in the open area. So Corey Bornstein also gets tapped out. His brother, last player left alive, fighting for his life, not gonna be able to do it. He gets eliminated. So what another quick point here by Art Chaos. We got ourselves a 1-point game.
Their answer to our good plays were good plays themselves, and they showed that they were good too, and they weren't just going to roll over and lose 7-1. So they came back and made it a close game and made it a fight.
Stack up right now!
Come on, Corey!
Tie game, let's go!
This is for everything, Corey. Let's go!
Did
Nice
they get
shot.
out wide? No, yeah, so no one got out wide alive for Art Chaos.
But also Zach Wake coming out for Infamous. Bobby Aviles all alone on this side of the field, Todd.
Still 3 bodies left alive right now for Art Chaos over there. Oh, here comes the move down the snake side. Bobby Aviles going to get taken out. But Jason Bornstein going down the Dorito side. Is he going to trade out? He's going to trade out.
One-on-one right now.
Clint Moore against Corey Bornstein. Another one-on-one.
5 minutes and 52 seconds to go. This is a massive momentum swing here. Where is able to win this one-on-one. Is it going to be Clint Moore?
Oh, Clint Moore gets a shot in on the Bornstein brother on the wrist.
Should be the opposite side now.
We're close. We're on this side. Same line.
I need this.
Let's put some fucking intensity around.
Get it! Dig, baby! You gotta want it, Drew!
Art Chaos has just put up a bunch of unanswered points, and it is looking like Art Chaos, the momentum completely shifted this way, so massive point right now for Los Angeles Infamous. No one dead from either team. Art Chaos has their top line in right now with the 4 superstars, but no one in the snake right now for Art Chaos. Oh, but Zach Wake and a major penalty.
And I saw that coming out.
Zach Wake ended up getting a penalty. He was sliding into the snake side and he got clipped on the pack. Unfortunately for us, it was a red flag. That left me and Drewby in a 2-on-4 situation.
Major penalty, so can Infamous fight through it?
There's still time.
Yeah, there's still time left, but not a lot. 4-10. Drew Templeton and Bobby Aviles are alive. They've spread the field, and Art Chaos. But the thing is, Art Chaos, it doesn't have to do anything. So they have 4 bodies, only looking at 2 guys.
I ended up in the snake corner, and it was actually one of the wing bunkers. So the inside of the bunker is actually at an angle, which makes it pretty difficult to battle out of when you're playing against 2 guys coming up another side. At that point, I just wanted to kill the penalty and get us back to 5-on-5. Britnikov was able to ghost himself out up the center, which he was very effective at, and he ended up putting a good shot on Drew and bunkering me out of the corner to win the point for him.
Motherfucker. See how he just goes in our fucking boy's face like that? Come the fucking fight! We're still in it!
Hey, we don't accept anything but success, boys. We don't accept anything but success. Let's go right fucking now. Here, clean this. Hey, Brad, give me a pod. Let's go! Your other tape.
No penalties, boys. Trust each other.
3 minutes left. Just so everyone knows the situation. We have 4 for 20 seconds. It's 0.6, okay? We cannot lose it. I don't know where it is, Drew.
We got time. You got to break. You got to box, win the point.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. You gotta want it.
We don't accept anything but success.
You just have to be professional, man. You gotta go out there, and even though you're down 2 points, you gotta fight through the penalty and realize this is your last chance to get out of the Challengers Division at Chicago. So you either win the next 2 points and bring it overtime, or win the next 3 or whatever, but you have to win this point, you have to burn the penalty.
2 points, 3 minutes, man.
Hey, must win! Must win!
No, man.
They're 1 point away from victory here. So Infamous backs against the wall. Let's see what they're made of right now. Can they shoot somebody off the break?
Oh, and they lose a player. Here's another major penalty against Infamous, and that is going to seal the deal.
Ran and shooting out to the Dorito corner, got shot on my knee. Had no idea I got shot on my knee. Because even the ref's like, hey, you're out, get in the box. And at first I'm thinking I'm getting in the box for someone's penalty or something. But I'm getting the penalty. Come back in the pits, and where did I get hit?
In your knee. Your knee. Oh my God, man. Dude, I swear to God, man.
I look down, there's a huge yellow hit on it. And then me, I'm wearing 2 sets of knee pads because the Dorito corner is literally in rocks. So I'm trying to protect my own shit and not break my leg, strapping up with double knee pads, and it looks like it bit me in the ass.
At that point, seeing the flag go up in the air again, it's deflating but aggravating. I mean, I don't know, there's so many emotions that it brings out in you, especially when you're on the field at that point.
Everybody's stuck in this side of the field. Man, what a bad break. Here comes Damien out of the box, though.
I remember I was talking about fist fights. This is when
the guns come down and the boxing gloves come out.
I came out of the box, and kind of said, like, fuck, I gotta try to make something happen. So I ran a shot to the corner, made it to the corner, but, like, you can't just sit around the clock when we're down points and body. So I think it was just me and Bradley after we were just battling out, and I was trying to protect him, but from the Dorito corner to the Snake 3, it's a far shot, and the guy's so close. I think he traded out with Brad and left me alone in the corner, so I was just trying to wild out.
So Archaeos is trying to finish out this game here and move back into the Champions Division. Disaster has struck again for Los Angeles Infamous. Archaeos slowly but surely walking that flag in to hang it up, and that is going to seal the fate of Los Angeles Infamous.
Sorry. God damn it.
Can't really explain it. It sucks. It's frustrating and disappointing, and our team's just super streaky. I'm not sure why. But we get up big leads, we give up big runs, we go on big runs, we get penalties, we kill the penalties. I don't know what it is.
Infamous!
Pick up your fucking
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Dude. It's like when everything's going fucking well, everyone's about the fucking team. If shit goes wrong, everyone splits up. And it shows on the field, man. Everyone's fucking being selfish. That's why we get fucking majors. It costs a goddamn match. I was pretty heated just because I feel like we handed that match to them strictly on players being selfish, not asking for checks, getting penalties for us. I mean, a penalty is never good for a team, especially when we're playing a game to get into the top flight again. There's a lot on the table, and we have a lot to lose. So I would rather lose playing a game straight up than having to battle out of a penalty.
Put ourselves in that situation, and it's just tough because, I mean, you play some good teams and you play some teams that are not ready. And we always seem to get matched up against fate, and it never goes our way.
in Riverside, it's like, all right, we're in the challengers again. Like, this is embarrassing now even more because all these other teams are getting in and getting out, and we're getting in and we stayed in. It's like, oh shit. And then, yeah, we can say, oh, we played Hard Chaos or whatever, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We're in there and we're getting there again. So we were like, all right, let's get the fuck out of this division and play Pro World Cup and be back to where we want to be.
Let's go. Come on. Fucking win right now. Hey, do your fucking job. Don't think about X Factor. Don't think about shock leave excessive. We have to beat one team at a time. Play as a team, no penalties, communicate, all right? Play smart. Now or never, boys, all right? Hulk smash. Ready?
Your World Cup right here, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Hulk smash! Hulk smash! Hulk smash! Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team! Let's go, boys.
Still don't feel like we deserve to be down there, so we obviously want to come out and make a statement, and the best way to do that was to have everybody take a gut check and hold themselves more accountable, try to cut back on some of the stupid stuff like penalties that are costing us at the very end of very crucial games.
Play one game on the pro field and you're like, I don't know, it just sucks. It's like you never thought you'd be in this position.
We're stepping on the pro field, you know, it's a whole nother world. Everybody's watching the main stage, which is where we should be, so it just feels more at home.
You lose this game, that's a must-win game against Aftershock. You know what the fuck that's gonna feel like? Come the fuck on. I want the intensity, no flat bullshit.
We fucking owe these guys.
We are not a slow starting team anymore, all right?
Get in the World Cup right now, motherfucker. It starts right now. One game at a time.
They've won a close game against us in Chicago. That didn't really make a difference either way, but you know, they were celebrating like they won the tournament, so that kind of pissed us all off. So, you know, we wanted to put a schwacking on them, so we did.
Going in that shot game, X Factor lost to Revo the first day, so that put X Factor at second place in their bracket. So going into our shot game, the loser of our game would play Revo. So both us and Shock are like, oh, this kind of sucks. Either of us want to lose to each other because you just don't want to lose as a competitor. But does either one of us really want to choose to play X Factor over Revo? Not that you're underestimating Revo, but it's like, dude, it's X Factor or it's Revo. Revo was Division 2 like 2 tournaments ago. Like, you would think if you had any sort of confidence in yourself as a team, you would play a team that has 1 tournament of experience in challengers over a team that has 10 years experience as a fucking pro team. You know what I mean? So it was just this crappy feeling, man. We both wanted to play well. I think I went out there and just said, let's play hard, see what happens. And we went up on them 4-1. But you see it in their eyes, they're kind of like, oh, this sucks. I won't be sad if I lose, but I won't be happy if I win.
I kind of got the impression from the beginning of the match that they were doing weird stuff, and we also knew that a team that we could potentially play, being X Factor, was literally standing right next to our pit watching our plays. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna try random shit. We're gonna do dumb shit. We're gonna do random stuff, not show them anything that we would normally do.
Dude, he was playing like a faggot, 100%. He saw me go in there and held his whole body out. Yeah. And then when you ran him, he shot you with a hit. He was trying to get his whole body's out. Just shoot his whole body 5,000 times.
You know, if you look back through every event this year, we lose to Top Gun in Chicago because our team knows we're in, knows we're the 1 seed, and that match is irrelevant. Knows kind of with the shot match. We know we're in. Everybody's scouting our game. You know, we're not going to throw the game. We're not going to try to lose, but we're not going to show them our best plays and our starting 5 and our penalty kill points. So we tried people in new spots, we tried new breakouts, you know, we tried some crazy stuff that we haven't been doing, but we didn't want to show them everything that was working perfect for us.
Just laser focus, dudes on the break, that's perfect.
Bruno can say what he wants. He's a psycho. He's a madman. I love him, but he's crazy.
You shoot and do the release. All right, I just don't want to show that, but go do it. What are you doing? I didn't shoot.
Going onto the field, I'm playing to shoot guys. If I can shoot a guy, I'm going to shoot him and I'm going to win the point. And that's exactly how it went down. I went on the field to win. And whether that meant we had to play X Factor or not, I didn't care, because I think we need to be able to beat any team that stands in our way. We just play paintball and let the cards lay where they may, but we ended up losing.
No, Jason, no. Jason, no.
Okay, don't do it.
Hey, that kid's fucking done with. Come on, man. Hey, we're winning tomorrow morning, man.
Double baby. Snake on the rig again.
And then two different guys, 16 and
at this point, but another body drops for Rebel on that D side. And another body goes on spawn. You can see the frustration.
We watched them on their webcast game, and it showed that Revo's really disciplined on their lanes. If they shoot a guy out, they are holding that next fill. They're not shooting a guy out and then making a move and dropping the lane and letting you fill out. They are holding the lanes from their big guns in the back, and they're not letting you take any freebies, basically. So that's how they beat X Factor, and that's how we knew that if we wanted to beat them, we couldn't let them do the same thing to us.
If they start getting a shot, then they pull in tight and they do double here. So, early on, we're going huge guns. We're going to fucking ride these motherfuckers out, okay?
World Cup, boys. Come on.
Hey, go, man. Hey, nothing is going to feel worse than losing this game. Dig deep, your whole fucking heart. Let's go, goddammit! Let's go, goddammit!
Come on. 1, 2, 3.
Turn it the fuck up!
We feel we're better than them in all aspects, so we're just going to go out there and play our game. They had one game on the webcast, so we were able to scout them a little bit, but we're going to do what's working for us and make them adjust to us.
Chris Lloyd getting shot, so just Hartman left alive for Revo.
Yeah, so Stents, here comes the roommates, Brad McCurley and Damian Ryan, taking out the last player there for Baltimore Revo. So first strike here is going to go to Los Angeles Infamous.
I think some of the players on our team felt that we were in a better position to move on, just because obviously X Factor has proven themselves in the Pro Division. Revo has never played in the Pro Division. They have some great players, and Kenny Frank, a couple of the other guys looked really good. But we definitely thought that it would have been an easier battle than playing X Factor the first game on Sunday.
Damian Ryan makes a bump out to the snake side corner, and he gets picked off on that move. So just 2 bodies left alive now. Zach Wake over there in the Dorito. And it looks like he backs up and gets a shot on O'Mara, but Revo attacking down the Dorito side right now, still with 3 bodies. Corey Bornstein takes one in the goggles. He comes walking off, and Zach Wake getting shot at the same time.
I actually know the Revo guys because they're back from my area, and I know that they're a good team. So I know you can't take them lightly. They have been winning games for a reason. And matter of fact, they actually beat X Factor earlier in the event, so they can definitely beat teams.
But Zach Wake out wide on the Dorito side for Infamous. Oh, and Revo gonna get a minor penalty on their Dorito player. So just 2 bodies left alive now for Revo.
Brad McCurley is trying to get O'Mara, and there comes Brad McCurley, tries to run O'Mara down. That might be a penalty. No, it looks like O'Mara's clean, but then O'Mara gets taken out by Bobby Aviles. 4 bodies alive against just Henry Stents. But also got to think about that penalty about to come out. Does he make it out alive? Nope. Bobby Aviles is able to get that shot on him. So now then finally Stents gets taken out. So good control by Los Angeles Infamous.
And looks like LA Infamous sends Drew Templeton all the way up the middle of the field. O'Mara getting shot on the break. Drew Templeton gonna pick one off. Come on to Revo's side of the field.
We shot their wide guy, so that was my cue to release up the middle, try to chop up their snake side that come into their side. Then their Dorito runs up and bunkers me. But then he gets shot, so really it's not that bad of a position because we were already up a body.
It looks like just 1 left alive now for Baltimore Revo, trying to wheel and deal and pull off this 1-on-3, not able to do it. Better field position for them with Brad McCurley wrapping around. Looks like Brad McCurley getting it done here, clocking in at the 50-yard line.
It came down to a 3-on-3. Myself, Damian, and Bobby. I was able to get a kill, make it a 3-on-2, and Bobby and Damian, I guess, had gotten false information from the sideline.
Here, but Damian Ryan gets shot, so now Baltimore Revo able to even up the body count, but better field position right now for Infamous.
But Bobby Aviles taking one now, Maddie.
And now Revo is up, 2 bodies on 1, just Brad McCurley in the snake.
Both of them literally filled and died stupidly down the Dorito side the exact same way. Oh, it was, I don't know, it was really, really frustrating for me because we went from a 3-on-2 to a 1-on-2, not in our favor, and, you know, I ended up getting dinked out, so made it 3-2.
Dying, man, let's go.
I know. I need a headset. Can you go again?
You probably would have blown baby up because he didn't know you were there right away.
Zach Wake standing up tall. Oh, there goes another body for Revo. And here comes Corey Bornstein. Will we see some more heroics from Revo? Nope, they lose another body going out to the Dorito side. Just Kenny Frank left alive up in the middle. Things could get really ugly for Kenny Frank right here, as here comes Brad McCurley. LA Infamous puts another point on the board, give themselves a little bit more comfortable spread. But
5.5 minutes, no dumb penalties.
5 strong for both teams, no penalties here. And on the breakout, Infamous, a little bit of aggressive breakout up the center. And they drop a body for Revo. One body coming off for them early.
We were up 4-2 at this point, and Bobby and I on the Snake side, we had diced the guys on our side, both of them, so making it a 5-on-3 in our favor. We had all the positions here in the 50 Dorito. We're in the tower on the Dorito side, and we had the whole Snake side clear, so we basically had the field cut in half.
Infamous is most likely just going to hunker down. They don't really need to do much here. I mean, if the move's there, they're going to take it, but no need to force anything for Infamous right now, as they are up by 2. Uh-oh, look at a major penalty.
I was like, I think he just got shot.
Well, it's Zach Wake.
Wake gets a major at the most, unopportune time ever again. Drewby saw the ref running in to throw the flag and thought that he was going to get pulled for something, so he goes to stand up for it when really the ref was running to pull somebody else. And when Drewby starts to stand up, he gets shot, so they're like, oh, but you can't pull you because you're already eliminated, so he's now dead. They pulled Wake, obviously, and then go pull Damien for the penalty too, so it goes from us in favor of a 5-on-3 to all of a sudden it's a 2-on-3 with just Bobby and I. And Bobby got dinked out and then ended up coming down and shooting me from the Dorito side. Then some kid tries to jump over the bunker for some retarded reason and shoots me.
And Revo wasting no time. Kenny Frank with a little jump there. And now they're going to pull back within 1 here with 3 minutes and 14 seconds. So Infamous give one to Revo here.
Focus on the fucking job right now.
Who's in the box? Wait.
It's just like, come on, dude. Seriously, like, we've been in this position before. You gotta know by now. If you get hit, get off the field. Let the rest of the guys play paintball. We were doing good. We had that point.
Where was he hit?
I don't know. It could have been any one of us. Could have been me, and I'd be saying the same thing. But in hindsight, it comes down to just making a selfish decision, putting yourself above the team at that one point, and making us have a uphill battle to win the match. It deflated us in our momentum. It didn't make us put our tail between our legs, but it wasn't the smartest decision at that moment to get a penalty.
Let's go! Let's go with him out!
Come on, man.
Here we go. Can Baltimore Revo tie this game up? Infamous, 4 bodies live for them. Zach Wake still in the box.
They lose Drew Templeton over there on the Dorito side, so just 3 bodies now. Revo looking to get out wide on the Dorito side, fight through Damian Ryan and Brad McCurley's gun. And Corey Bornstein, the Snake side lock, gets shot. He's coming off the field. Revo now with an opportunity.
Yeah, huge.
4 bodies on 2 bodies. Can they get in position to shoot Wake coming out of the box? Here comes Wake making it out of the box alive. 1:48 left to go. Infamous now with 3 bodies, but Zach Wake gets shot out of the Snake side temple.
Looks like Revo loses a body too, so it's 2-on-3 right now. Just Damian Ryan and Brad McCurley. Only 1 body for Revo over here on the Snake side of the
and
field.
Damian Ryan just got shot in the top of the loader, and he is going to draw a minor penalty.
The dude clipped my loader, and it was just in the snapping motion. It was already in my head to snap out again. I didn't know he clipped the top of my loader, and I threw 1 more shot, and the ref threw a minor, which is probably the right call, but it's not a penalty that's going to influence the game. I got shot, so if it's minor or not, they pull me. Brad's up in 3-on-1, which, he might be able to pull off. You don't know unless it happens.
Hey, Daniel. This is a do not let them win point. Like, you win in the last 6 seconds. Got it?
It was definitely hot, and I had played every point but the second point and was generally alive towards the end of the point, so I was not getting a whole lot of rest time, but in those situations you got to go when you got to go, and it was that time. That was crunch time. They had brought it back. It was 4-4.
So will we see an overtime point, or will one of these teams prevail? That minor penalty comes off the board from Damian Ryan, so now Infamous is back at full strength. So is Baltimore Revo off the break. Heavy guns for Infamous, and they move Drew Templeton up in the center. Time starting to tick off. 40 seconds left to go here.
They didn't go wide, so I did my move, release up the middle. Next thing I know, the guy runs through, bunkers me.
Oh, and Revo making the move through the middle, getting Drew Templeton. Corey Bornstein dies.
The guy with their long beard makes a great move, Comes through and just happens to pick the right time as Drewby drops his gun to bunker Drewby. Generally should be a trade out, but he just got lucky with his timing. Comes through, shoots Brad, shoots Corey, ends up in our Dorito. And he's yelling like, get the flag, but I'm still alive. So he ends up like blind, he's behind the Dorito where I can't shoot him. So I wrap, shoot the beard guy, play snake side, try to shoot the two guys running through the middle with the flag. Come back to wrap all the way around the other way, and the first guy I shot shoots me in like the feed neck loader area. You know, obviously there's a hit there, but that guy's already dead, which the ref behind me is throwing a major on him. So I wrap, shoot the other two guys running down the field, and then Tony decides to throw a major on me, you know, after the other major had been thrown on their guy first, which I'm not sure how that can supersede the first major.
2 seconds is not going to be enough, but Damian Ryan is going to get a major penalty.
Oh no.
There was nobody left to pull. If they called a penalty on Damian Ryan, then Revo will get the point.
Get ready for overtime. I got 11 points.
Hey, Damien, you're in the fence. Damien shot, he's right here. Wake me up. Hey, Damien said he shot the guy twice, and then the guy shot him. Major, the game's over. No, they don't. They got rid of that. One of the refs wanted to give it for us, and then. Hey, can I get loaded for it? Gotta be another point. I don't know.
I thought we were gonna win the point. I'm not sure what happened, or they told me to get off the field because obviously they don't want players talking to the refs while they're making their decision or the ruling they're gonna decide on.
As the other ref goes to a penalty on left, because they kept shooting.
We all knew what was at stake with that game, so nobody really wanted to believe that that game was going to end like that, so we were preparing for overtime.
What? I got a major, so they win. Why? It's not a 30-second game. Game was in. Hang the flag. Let's go, X Factor. Let's go. The guy fucking shot me. I shot all of them.
We pleaded our case, but they had made up their minds. I don't know what he said to those other refs to change their mind about the call, but it was completely and utterly wrong from my viewpoint, and I don't know. It's fucked up.
Hey, that's the fucking penalty, motherfucker!
We just don't know what to say besides the fact that we pretty much did it to ourselves. Revo took advantage. They took advantage of what we gave them, but in the end, you know, we gave them a lot of crap that I wish we could have taken back. So you just have to look back at what mistakes you made, and all you can do is move forward and try to minimize those mistakes.
It sucked. I mean, you just lost a Revo, you know? It just made you feel so shitty. It's like Dallas felt like 100 years ago. You didn't feel like you were a first place team. You felt like a Challengers team that was just in Challengers for another tournament. Like, this is your third tournament in Challengers. Just so demoralizing. Felt like just as bad as it did when we lost the NAL. Felt just as bad as it did when we lost to Chicago. It just sucks because even if you win Challengers, you're not happy you win Challengers. You're just happy that you got first or second place so that you're playing pro again. It's not the same feeling. Like, I remember when I was on Avalanche, we won semi-pro World Cup, and it felt amazing. It's like that's the level you're at, and you won that tournament, so you feel amazing. And yeah, you eventually want to go pro in your career. But now it's like you were a pro, and you got sent back down, forced to go back down, and it just makes, it's just not the same. It just sucks. So it's a shitty feeling. Do we want to win World Cup? Yes. Will it feel as good as winning Pro World Cup? Absolutely not. Will it feel as good as when you actually did play semi-pro in your World Cup? Probably not. So that's just the reality of it, and it sucks.
Would be Big Mick? Let's go, baby. There you go, Cuckoos. That's what I'm talking about.
There's Oliver just trucking it in, and he goes face first. Exactly.
Life is depressing.
I don't think you shoot a snake.
I agree. I think he's at the Detroit Cup.
True. Did you crack under pressure during the meeting when you couldn't keep your laptop on the projector? No.
Hey, this win was not for Kakuza, that's for sure.
It's for Artie. For Artie.
For you, Art. Not Artie. Artie.
I got a penalty against X Factor? I got a penalty every game. No, I didn't. I didn't even shoot it. You got a penalty right there, first point. Would you say losing those matches is good sometimes to expose your mistakes? I already answered that question. I could read your fucking mind.
Of course he was aiming for Lauren. What do you think he was aiming at? He blasted her. Tried to do it, and Dude, fuck you. You're making me have to sit here long.
The hardest fight in the paintball world is just around the corner. Tune in to PaintballAccess.com October 9th through the 12th to watch the best teams and players on Earth battle for the PSP World Cup title. Don't miss it.
Being confident in yourself is important. Being confident in your equipment is a must. When you do the hard work of getting to that spot on the field, you must have the confidence to seize the opportunity. My name is Brad McCurley. I play for Team Infamous, and the Vanquish takes my game to another level.